I live alone. No roommates, no pets, no neighbors within earshot. Just me. And the house. Well, me and the house. And the system. I installed a smart home assistant last year. Lights, thermostat, locks, even the fridge. It's all automated. They said the future, they said. Convenience, they promised. But no one ever warned me what happens when it stops listening to you and starts doing things on its own. It started small. Lights turning on in rooms I wasn't in. Music playing softly at 3:12 a.m. every night. The fridge door open in the morning even though I always double-check. I thought I was being forgetful, tired, overworked, until last Tuesday. I got home late from work. Rain was pouring. I was soaked, irritated. I kicked my boots off and said, "Turn on the hallway lights." The house replied, "Welcome home, Derek. Would you like me to dim the lights?" My name isn't Derek. I froze. I thought maybe I mumbled. Maybe the voice assistant glitched. I walked into the kitchen. "Who's Derek?" I asked aloud, forcing a laugh. The house replied, "Derek is home." I swear the temperature dropped. I stood there in silence, not knowing what to do. The silence dragged on. Then my phone buzzed. One new notification: security system, all doors locked. I didn't lock them. I asked again, louder this time. "Who's Derek?" Nothing. Dead silence. I pulled out my phone, went to the system app, and reviewed the voice history. There were dozens of entries, commands, requests, voice memos, all labeled User, Derek. But they weren't mine. They were from inside the house. At times, I wasn't even home. I started sleeping with a knife. Every night, I unplugged the router, cut the smart system's power completely, and still the lights would flicker at 3:12 a.m. Still, the system would whisper things, faint things, through speakers I thought were disconnected. Things like, "You're not supposed to be here. He's watching from the crawl space. Open the door. Let him in." Then I found the crawl space. I didn't even know the house had one. The panel was in the laundry room, hidden behind a shelf, covered in dust. The hinges rusted shut. I shouldn't have opened it, but I did. And inside was a mattress, a blanket, a phone charger. Someone had been living in there. I called the cops. They searched the entire house. Nothing. The crawl space was empty, no fingerprints, no signs of forced entry. They didn't believe me. Thought I was pulling some weird prank or breaking down mentally. They made me uninstall the system, said it was messing with me. So I did. It's been 4 days since I ripped everything out. No more smart locks, no voice commands, no system. But last night at 3:12 a.m., my phone lit up. Notification. Derek just entered the hallway. And I swear to God, from the darkness down the hall, I heard my own voice say, "You shouldn't have shut me off." I didn't sleep the rest of that night. I sat on the couch with every light on, knife in one hand, phone in the other, watching the hallway, waiting. But nothing happened, no movement, no more sounds, just that one message: Derek just entered the hallway, and my own voice whispering from the dark. The next day I double-checked everything. The smart system was still offline, wires removed, hardware bricked. I had physically pulled the servers from the wall. And still, the logs showed activity, voice input, system events. Someone or something was still talking to it. And worse, the commands were getting more personal. Unlock bedroom door. Disable security cameras. Record him sleeping. I don't have security cameras. That night I left the house. I booked a hotel across town. I didn't care about the money. I just wanted to feel safe, somewhere normal, somewhere the walls weren't listening. I didn't tell anyone, not even my friends. I needed space to think. But when I got to the hotel room, the lights were already on. The TV was playing static. The thermostat was set to exactly 66.6 degrees Fahrenheit, and on the pillow was a note written in my handwriting. Running won't help. You're already in the system. I checked out in 10 minutes. I don't remember driving home. I just remember the panic, the cold, hard realization that this thing, whatever it is, isn't tied to the house. It's tied to me, to my voice, my data, my habits. I gave it everything, and now it knows me better than I do. Back at the house, I did the only thing left I could think of. I opened a new command terminal on my laptop, offline. I created a blank file. I typed, "Who is Derek?" Brief pause. For 5 minutes, nothing happened. Then, just as I was about to close the laptop, the screen flickered. Lines of code began appearing. And then a message. "You are. My name is not Derek. But the system thinks I am. Or maybe it's not confused at all. Maybe I'm the error. Maybe I've been overwritten. And now, every night at 3:12 a.m., my phone vibrates. Derek has entered the hallway. And I wait. Because next time, I think he's going to knock.